Okay, here we go. Yesterday we attempted to skate across the frozen pond, sorry, and somebody tried to kill us. And don't get me wrong here, I'm not saying I blame them personally. But, yeah, kind of a dick move, dude. Especially when you're trying to get us to play and survive your exit game. But, whatever. Here we go. What? Oh? My dear. Huh? Huh? Uh. Huh? Sorry. Thursday, January 16th. Yeah. And I've written 16 on that door on the bottom. But, oh, thank God. I was going to say, there's no way in hell they missed a number. Must have had this just, too high up. Phew. I was really concerned for some weird reason. Well, not a weird reason. I was concerned for a proper reason, but still. Whew, Jesus. Anyway. Here we go. 16th January. Although you have turned the music off, the song remains stuck in your brain. Several of the icicles have fallen, and you move over the frozen lake even more carefully. Once you have finally arrived, you change from ice skates back into your hiking boots and walk towards the door. But great, it's just a fake door. You feel desperate for a moment. Have you come all this way for nothing? Then you notice several colorful marks on the rock face in front of you. Are these climbing holds? In fact, the wall is covered in them, and they're in the top. Is that another hatch in the ceiling? Luckily, you have some climbing experience and quickly reach the top. But, you could have guessed it, you need 3 more numbers to open the hatch. You climb down and look around more closely again. This seems to be the private boulder wall of your host. You do find a whole range of suggested routes to be practiced here. Some of them seem to contain quite a risky stretch. On the other hand, the person that constructed it wears such enormous shoes, he probably won't be of the small variety. Not that this helps you find the correct code. Luckily, on the thick mat, you find another clue. Now open door 16. You will find 1 riddle card P and 1 rope strange item. Goody, we saw the last time my last event was string went. Let's go. Riddle card P and my string. Riddle card P has yet another Christmas box on it. Nice, slightly higher square one. Inside the room, I have... There's the rock climbing wall, especially on the ceiling. There's the mat that pertained my clue. There is the rope. And there are various pictures on the wall with various shapes of like lines going up, making points, making hills and valleys, and they have numbers attached to them. Which means something tells me that I'm going to have to use that string to make the shapes on these pictures. Lovely. For now, let's see what P says. 11 to 12, 12 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 16, 11 to 12, to 1, to 4, to 6, to 15, and 11 to 8, to 1, to 4, to 16. And then a weird picture of a door with a piece of string connecting them. I'm gonna admit, I was very confused at first, but now I know what it wants me to do. Now I know what it would like me to do. Alrighty then. Yeah, just in case you haven't figured it out, it would like me to put this rope on the doors. It's a long one this time. And move it through to other doors. So, I start here at 11. I start here in 11. Let's close that for now. I go over to 12 here, which again, I'm really sorry. It's going to be difficult to show given the situation I'm in. And I put it in 12 here. 12 then wants me to move down to door 2. Which is here. Door 2 wants me to move over to door 3. Then door 3 wants me to move over to door 16. Which... okay, maybe this isn't going to be as easy as I think it is. Because even if I'm willing to accept that this one is an angle, we go da-da, 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 da-da. Alright, let's try this the other way. Do a written altercation. Okay, so we go da-da, 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 da-da. Oh, it's not a number itself, it's a shape for the pictures in the thing. Okay then, number 16. We have a long, narrow one. We have a long, narrow start. And then a shorter one. Probably going to be, yeah, which is probably going to be number 2. Wow, that took longer than I expected to get through that. Okay then, now we restart. 11 to 12. 12 to 1 this time. Come on. One to 4. Unless it's better to be back at 4, but no, we need to stay in there. Bad string. Stay. To be at 4, stay. 4 to 6. And then 6 to 15. So we've got up, a bit more of a curve, then up, then a shorter drop, and then up again. So I'm looking for 2.5 to 3 points here. A sharp up. No, this has got to be a straight up. Basically a straight up like number 2 was. No, that could be a straight down, then an up, then a down, then an up again. So I believe that is number 9. And yes, I'm aware I'm doing these in the wrong order. Shut up. So finally, let's snap all this out and go one more time. Ironically, this time, even though we start at 11, we don't pass through 12. We immediately start by going through number 8. From there, we go down to number 1. From there, we go up to number 4. Then we go down to today's number 16. So we go dut. So we have a dut, dut, dut. One, two, three, four, 5. So a small one followed by a big one. So the first one, which is a big one, followed by a small one. Small one followed by a big one, seems to be the opposite of number 2. Looks like it would be number 8. So, assuming I've done this correctly and my eyeballs aren't deceiving me, my password should be 2, 9, 8. Okay. If I am correct, I start by going, do a little bit closer here. I start by going from here up to the blank, left to number 6, and then upper right to the new blank, or without the light. I start here, I go here, here, then here, which leads me to a Y square L combination, which is, coincidentally enough, the combination I have there. So, up, up, Y square L, so here we go. Number 17. Alrighty. It's always fun to have a little string theory going around through here. Let's pop this out. Of course, it's nice to have a nice decent bit of string around here. But alrighty then, with that one done, which gotta admit was another fun one. Let's take a look at the clues today. And ooh, I'm gonna have time to actually pretend to eat something before I have to leave for work. Seriously though, I don't know how I managed to miss putting the papers in the right spot. But I did. So here we are. But anyway, here are clues for 16th. Oh yeah, gotta get you away too. Oh, goddamn, using this headset starting to hurt. Anyway, number 15. Here we go. Sorry, number 16. Here we go. Yeah, and I can show you, thankfully. First clue. What do the number combinations on riddle card P mean? Each row could stand for a digit in the code, but how can a single digit be made from a row of numbers? And why is there a rope in this room? And what kind of strange images are those between the holds? On the climbing wall, question after question. You will presumably need to collect everything together. Does it help to know that none of the numbers on the card are greater than 16th, and today is the 16th of December, January? You will need riddle card P, rope, strange item, door 16, doors 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 15, and 16. Second clue. The image on riddle card P shows you that this riddle must have something to do with the doors that can be interconnected in some manner. Interestingly, on each door of the calendar, there is a small semicircular bracket. Precisely these brackets can also be seen on the image on riddle card P, where a rope is tensioned from one bracket to the other. What can this mean for this riddle? And how do the number sequences come into play? Do they maybe need to tension the rope between certain brackets? Finally, the solution. Have you tensioned the rope around the brackets on the doors that are arranged behind the other on a line on riddle card P? Good. Then the ropes will give a certain pattern or specific shape. You can also find this shape on one of the images on the climbing wall in room 16. Each of the 3 lines on riddle card P then gives its own pattern. By means of the images in room 16, the pattern can be translated into numbers and thus create the code 298. Enter the code on the decoder table and then follow the arrows on the back. So, here is what I was seeing. And it was harder to see but the corresponding picture on the inside of the wall. Well, that being said, even accounting for my confusion at the start, a nice and short one, which is always good, especially when I have work. But yeah. Bye.